This is the Amplify ETFs third quarter review of the Transformational Data Sharing ETF, symbol BLOK. I'm speaking with portfolio manager Michael Venuto. Michael, let's start at a high level. What is the investment thesis behind BLOK?
Sure. So the Amplify Transformational Data Sharing ETF, ticker BLOK or BLOK, is literally designed to invest in the public companies that are furthering the blockchain and participating in this transformational change in how data is shared, essentially. That includes, the mining companies that are mining cryptocurrencies and the on-ramps that are connecting traditional finance with decentralized finance. We even include a little bit of exposure to Bitcoin itself through some of the Canadian ETFs. But all in all, we're seeking to get our investors a good return that is in line with the growth of the blockchain industry.
Could you speak to the portfolio positioning in BLOK in the third quarter and how it impacted performance?
Okay, so in the third quarter, we started to increase our exposure to the miners again. If you remember in our second quarter review, we talked about lowering that over the volatility that we were seeing in the higher volumes. We had moved towards the transactional companies, the ones that want the volume less than the price appreciation. We did anticipate price to come back, and we started to move closer to the miners and found some new ones that we've added to the portfolio. The probably the most exciting thing we did with portfolio positioning in Q3 was we've now moved into different parts of the market cap spectrum, meaning we now own convertible debt on a company that is likely to come public, that's going to be probably considered the largest hosting company for cryptocurrency mining in America. Real excited about that investment. It's something that had to be done and negotiated as an active manager. We also swapped out of our exposure to GBTC, which was an indirect way to get Bitcoin exposure, and moved that to three positions in three different Canadian Bitcoin ETFs. So there's a lot of movement in Q3, and so far I feel very good about the decisions we've made.
So, as we record this at the beginning of the fourth quarter, what holdings in the portfolio really have your attention today?
Okay, so I'm real excited about how some of these miners are doing unique things and changing the landscape. So, for example, Hive, Frank Holmes's company. One of the things we like about that is it's a diversification for us. He's one of the largest Ethereum miners out there, so it's not just Bitcoin exposure that we're getting. Hut 8, another one of our larger mining positions. I got to meet with management at the Salt conference earlier this year. I actually got to see many of our CEOs there, Novogratz and Steve Ehrlich from Voyager and Jamie from Hut 8. And it was just great to see how they're embracing the capital markets and traditional finance to literally finance building out different types of mining and utilizing things in that space. So a lot of exciting things going on, but obviously right now the mining space is the most interesting.
So, Michael, as you look out into the fourth quarter, what do you see transpiring in the space?
All right, so I think the fourth quarter we're going to see a lot of excitement. I've been on the record all year saying I think this is the year where we see that 100K Bitcoin, and I know it's late in the year, but I'm going to stick to that prediction. Now, it's not to say that BLOK is just about Bitcoin. BLOK is about all the companies that are involved. It's the picks and axes, and I think we're going to see more IPOs. I think we're going to see more companies coming to market that are finding innovative ways to embrace the blockchain and make revenue in the traditional world. So I think that's going to be a really nice run for us here. I think there's going to be some amazing things to talk about in our 4Q review, Jay.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. To learn more about the Amplify Transformational Data Sharing ETF, please visit blocketf.com. That's BLOKETF.com. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you, Jay.